So I have a headache. Um, I have a real bad headache. And I hate that it's nighttime. I don't have transportation. So I can't go out there and get me something for this headache. Um, I don't know. I have a lot on my mind, honestly. A lot on my mind. It's like opening that um that old box of that was hidden under the floor for so long, and just looking through the photos and little old trinkets and fantasizing about those times that weren't so good. Yeah, that's kind of how it is. Um, yeah, I don't know. Choices, choices, choices. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Before I would let myself go, but now I want to let myself grow. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try to go to sleep. Good night. Sometimes I feel like those words, the symptoms, I feel like those words are the biggest hurdle that you have to jump over. It's kind of like retraining your mind to think otherwise. It's like we put ourselves in this we tie ourselves down with these words, but what do they really mean? You know, for the most part, I am grateful. I'm grateful that I was on the medicine because it has helped me. It helped me rearrange my lifestyle, and that's why I'm happy. Um, it allows me to take time to myself to figure out how to truly, live. Um, it helped get me in the habit of making better habits. It may not seem that way, but I have come a long way with the medicine. It's like it was like a coach for me. That coach is always telling you, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. And the fact that I stayed consistent with it, it just let me know a lot about myself. It's just some things that pass. It's more of a passive idea, of what I can be doing or should be doing. It's like some stuff just don't stick. You try to build this habit over and over and over again, and it doesn't work for you, or you can't form that habit that just doesn't stick. And maybe that habit is just isn't for me, you know, to make anything of it. It serves no purpose in my life if it doesn't stick or it doesn't hold, you know. And I've tried to build this habit over and over and over again, and it just won't stick. So I don't know. I'm just really confused right now. It's more so of my body. You know, my body is confused. Mentally, I'm not confused. My body is really confused right now. And I understand because, you know, after all that I've been through, it's a challenge, you know. Lifestyle changes is a big thing. It's really big. It's hard to step away when you feel like you need to step away. And I feel like I need to step away. But it's hard because I have made a habit. You know, I've been consistent with this habit for about a year. And it's hard to break away and it's hard to let go. Even if I'm doing it for me, you know, that's what makes it hard to let go. It's like when you don't have many supporters, it's so easy. It's not easy to give up because it just makes you feel like you are doing it for you. But at the same time, when you do have those supporters or those people that do come through, it just encourages you even more only to, you know, feel let down. And even when you feel let down, you still keep on going and you keep on going, you know. And I feel like I'm at the point where I want to stop. No, I want to stop, but I've made it a habit. I need to get back grounded and I need to be here, you know. I need to be where I am. Even though I am where I am, I need to appreciate where I am and just know that I can go on and I can be here without being anywhere else. But it's like I said, every time you let go, it becomes scary. Because you've become dependent, you know. And more so, you can be encouraged and you can feel confident that wherever you place your confidence is where you're going to have to deal with being let down. I just want to keep on going with my life without wondering about this, that, or the third. But more so just worrying about where I am now and getting it together while getting better. And hopefully I don't have to look back, you know. And that's kind of weird because it's like my looking back is looking forward in a way. But where is looking forward? You know, if there's nothing to look forward to. Like, if I say the word, am I speaking it, into existence? And if I hold back, am I holding it in to manifest inside of me? I'm not depressed. I'm just alone. And I've been alone for a while. And that's just what it is. When you feel like you're an outsider and you're constantly on the outside and there's no way in. My whole life is just about being alone and having to function and, be on my own, because that's my hand, that's my card. My card is the lonely person, the person that's alone. My card is lonely. So yeah, and that's just what it's always been, The medication was only a coping, mechanism to dealing with what my life truly is, to handling this, These are beer caps on this poster. But there's one, and they hung this poster up with beer caps. Like, tell me that is not authentic. It's really it's basically sponsoring or advertising what their store is about, because they got a whole bunch of beers. They sponsor smoking and drinking products and stuff like that. And then Ohio Lottery, so you know exactly what type of store and their intention. So basically this is letting you know their intention. Decorating their sign with their products. So I just got confused. There's been, I guess I am going to be getting my medication after all. I will just have to send to refill, but as for going to those doctor visits in another city, I don't know how that's going to come along. I don't want the medicine because I actually just found out that, going without has made me believe that I can go without, I feel good. I feel better. I feel like I figured it out, not on my own. Of course, the medicine played its part, but at the same time, I just feel like my faith has been restored, And if I get this medication, what's going to happen, That's the question. Maybe this was a time for me to actually see that, taking time away from the medicine, I don't have to panic about going without, because I can go without, This is confirmation that I can go without. I don't have to panic when time runs out or the medication runs out, because now I have now got that validation to myself that when that medication does go out, I don't have to worry, I don't have to panic, because this is how it's going to be, So yeah. sometimes it just takes for you to go through something to truly understand that you can, without a doubt, withstand any trials or tribulations and conquer those fears. It just takes for you to go through it, you know, to fully understand. And see on your own. I made you. God. I made you from dust, and to dust you shall return. This verse came to my mind because I was having a conversation with somebody, and he was like, you know, we take in all of these substances that our body, he was basically speaking about how the body produces what we need. So why would we take in something from the outside if our body doesn't naturally produce it? It's not going to naturally produce it, so that is why we keep going from the outside, going to the outside and getting this thing, because our body doesn't need it. So it brought to my attention, I'm just like, wow. And it hit me instantly. I'm like, why? It's like, why do we go out and get tobacco? Why do we go out and get stuff of the earth, if our body doesn't naturally produce it? But where I got confused is that, you know, this is where the borderline is. This is where the division is, you know, because it gets complicated. Just think about it as an equation right now. You know, instead of numbers, we're going to talk words. So God said, from dust you were created, and to dust you shall return. We were created in the image of God, and we were created by God, by the hands of God, given the breath of life of God, and technically we were created from the earth. So therefore, this compels us to take in the earth. Now we're going to go ahead and add that division sign. Or add that plus sign. So let's add this together. So then there's us, you know. We came out of the womb. We were created from our mother. We came from our mother. We came from human creation. So, with all that is created inside. Okay, so going down the line of our generations, our mother or our ancestors, what did they take in to make us feel like we have to consume something that our body doesn't actually produce? Our body doesn't actually produce it, but based on what our ancestors or our mother or our father took in as we were being born was going into the womb as a baby, and we were consuming whatever it was that was going in, because we were feeding, you know, and it was basically becoming a part of our formation. It was becoming a part of the process while we were being created. It basically became a part of the equation, you know? As we were being formed, this piece was in there with us, you know. And this is how it is This is why it is so important to, as mothers, you know, to not consume outwardly, you know, man-made stuff, products and stuff while you are pregnant. Because whatever you're taking in, it has become a part of this baby's production. You know, it became a part of this baby's genes. It made its way inside, just like that little serpent, you know, the devil slithered its way, you know, and manipulated or talked Eve into eating this apple, and this apple, you know, was like this apple was basically like a snake. You know, that little worm, and then you got the apple, that worm coming out the apple. That's basically what she ate. So it's kind of just like that, you know. It becomes a part of the baby's, you know, insides, because it, you know, you was taking it in as this baby was being formed. This baby is being formed in your womb. So it's just like whatever you consume, that is going inside the baby. You don't know where it's going inside the baby, but it's going inside that baby. And eventually that baby is going to seek out that little seed that was planted in the wrong soil. The seed that was planted in the wrong soil. It's like a weed. You have to feed it. You know, it's there. You have to, you know, you have to. It's not like you can pluck it out. It's too late to pluck it out. It's like trying to pluck out the roots of a tree in the ground. That's going to be hard. It's going to be hard if you don't just, you know, if you don't chop it down and then boom, all the roots come up. But at the same time, it's going to be hard to actually dig into the soil and find every root inside the ground, or find every vine that comes from the ground of that tree, that comes from the root of that tree. You know, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's like trying to find a diamond in the rough. I could go on and on and on, but it's the truth. That is why we seek outwardly for something that is naturally produced in our body, that it has made its way into the flower pot. And I actually wanted to talk about something else, though. Something came to my mind about what if we didn't communicate with words, but we communicate with colors? You know, it would be confusing at first, because it's like, you know, what does, you know, but at the same time it doesn't. You know, so if I paint you a picture of, let's say I gave you an image. Do you see my pillow? And it's all them colors. I'm going to go through the colors on there. So I paint pink. So the colors on there is pink, purple, blue, green, orange, red, pink, purple, and then it goes back and repeats. Okay, so I'm going to basically interpret those colors. So feminine, royal, feminine royalty, sadness, growth, feminine royalty, sadness, gloomy, growth, nurture, pride, anger. And that is what it would be like if we were to speak in a language of colors, of vibrancy. It's not really many words, and you don't have to really, well, it's kind of like a puzzle in a way. There's no words, but you just putting it together just by the visual. From visual perception. What if life was like that? It would be complex only because we haven't started off living that way. That's the only way. That's the only reason it would become complex. But if we started off this way, it will be natural. It will be something you don't think about. It's just, life would be so much meaningful because we see these colors and we can just get a message everywhere we are. If we hadn't took it upon ourselves to go ahead and make furniture and make this and make that and the third with all of these colors, making life so complicated, to where now if we see these colors, it's a message in everything we do. But if life started off this way, it would just be a whole new way of living. So yeah, that's just something I was thinking about. I am going to, I don't know what I'm about to do, honestly. Yeah. So yeah. Bye. My stomach is killing me. So I'm gonna braid my hair, and then I am going to do this kitchen. I have to clean the living room, and yeah. I'm gonna use this little container for my rubber bands. But this little bag, just take out a few, like 7 of them. My rubber bands keep popping. I don't know why. It's probably because of the kind that I got this time. I need to, I should have went to the hair store and got my rubber bands. But I didn't this time. So yeah. There was this one video that showed this girl that was like braiding her hair, and then she was like, it looked like she's playing the piano as she braids her hair. But I was braiding like that before when my hair was really, really short. And that's actually how I first started off, how she did. If I can find the video, I'll show it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do it this way. Basically like this.
how she was doing it. But she just kept going that way. She didn't pause. She just kept doing that same style. That same method all the way through. I really don't show video when we clean it up. I hate cleaning it up. I'm trying to get it done and over, like, for real. It's hard for me to grab the, this part, like, this area right here is when it grows really short. It grows slow. It really, really slow. So, yeah. My little fragile area, I guess. I think everybody has a fragile area, maybe. Like this little one back here. Sometimes I use the clips to go ahead and part, like hold my own part, like that. Hold that in place while I grab it. It's hard to tell the sections sometimes. I think I like, I don't know. One, two. These two right here. There we go. These organs are really, really thin. Oh, I'm just getting tired. Nothing, what you doing? It's hard to find parts just because I have to go by the freaking box. So I think I'm gonna do this. So I did use, this is I am at my 3-day mark. Oh my gosh. This is the part I hate. I left 2 out. And I had no choice but to go back and grab those 2. So, I need to find some rose water. Like, there's coconut water, there's rose water. I want to find some rose water so I can add that to my spray. Some type of water. More so coconut water, I think. I seen some coconut water at the one hair store I was at, but it was like $15. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm not paying $15. But it was a big bottle though. So I do need it. Every spray needs like a foundation. So my foundation would be like a rose water, some type of water that I can add to it. So that's what I'm looking for. Like I said, my 2 go-tos would be rose water or coconut water. I think I'm saying it right. I think it's a coconut water. Yeah, something like that. Oh, I was about to say, and I left it out again. What you want? What you want? Let's do it. What you want? Let's do it. What you want? Let's do it. What you want? You bring me my house shoes? I don't want to wear those ones. They're not comfortable on my heel. No. Take off your shoes. Where your shoes on? Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Okay. You going outside? Where? Where at outside? You gonna go play in the snow? You gonna play in the snow? Go ahead. Yeah, bring me your gloves so you can put on your gloves. Gloves and your hat. Click right here. Pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm not paying attention. Okay, so I'm gonna put this differently. I feel like I was freaking falling asleep while I was doing it. Sleep with my eyes open, daydreaming. So I will have to go get my pills, I would say tomorrow. Well, probably not tomorrow because all the snow. It actually snowed a lot. So probably Monday I will get them. His dad will be dropping off his gifts on Tuesday, if not tomorrow. I might as well be. I want to make these into 2, if I can. I think I can. What you got? A bucket. What are you doing? Put that down.
What are you doing?
What you doing?
What's that?
What?
Heart.
Yeah, it's a heart. Why are you pushing me? Move. Why are you pulling me? Why are you moving me out the way? No, little boy. No. No.
It's birthday.
It's your turn? For what? All up in my face. I think he wants his hair done now. I think I'm gonna do the BB lock nuts on his hair. Which I think. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm just going to connect it. Put my mousse on it. This little bottle costs like $2. Okay, so now I'm going to use my rice water fountain for my edges. I try to get as much edges as as possible. And sometimes I do put like a little bit of body mousse on there, on the edge as well, for my edges to stay as I want them to. So later on, I'm planning on not getting the edge control. Like once I run out of this, I'm going to go to biotin. I'm gonna get the biotin water. I mean biotin biotin oil to put into my spray. I'm going to find some type of water. Like I said, there could be a rice water, coconut water, rose water, some type of water as a foundation to my spray, so therefore I wouldn't need to use this anymore. So eventually I will do that. But I do like this stuff, though. It'll just make me use it less. So, like, instead of using it all the time, I'll just, spray my water and use it occasionally just so this product lasts longer. So, yeah. Cheez-Its. So I applied my spray. Since I applied my spray, I'm going to go ahead and wrap my hair for a couple hours, then I'll take it out. I use this like a scarf, and I use it for my hair wrap. So I'm going to wrap it for a couple hours, and then I'll take it off later, since I applied the spray. And I'm going to get a little snack of Cheez-Its. And yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. So while we are in here, I have to warm this back up, but this is the dinner that I made. This is my beef stroganoff, homemade family recipe. And that is what I am eating on. So I have to warm this back up. It is really good. Creamy. My favorite dish as a child. Childhood memories go a long way. So yeah, I'm going to talk to y'all later. I'll see you next time.